Hey, so I want to redo an update mainly for our subscribers. I was having some internet problems before. So I think the most important thing here, guys, global macro, is we are definitely at a point in time and space on the chart where we're very close to rolling over. But you could have said that, you could have said that. I've been saying that for weeks. But it doesn't change the fact that we're getting close to, when you look at the weekly cycle being this high, and we're an 8-week bounce with basically a weekly BCI right in the middle of this move, which tends to mark the middle of the move. I didn't think we were going to retest this level here, the lower highs, but the market seems maybe a little bit glued to it. That said, you're going to have to be patient on playing the risk off stuff. So buying treasuries is a little less risky way to do it. Gold's performed well. I mean, as soon as the dollar sold off today, gold absolutely exploded. And then obviously it backed off here late in the day. But that was a little bit having to do with the dollar being this low. And there's kind of a little bit... To me, it's looking like we're getting close. This has been in a range trade, and it looks like the risk is that we're going to break down here. So we're going to get dollar up, euro down. Dollar up is not very good for metals, but we're going to get probably rates down and bonds up if equities roll over. So gold's still going to be fine. It's been one of the best places to be, so it's naturally going to attract buyers, and that's why you see it explode today when the euro actually popped. Dollar came off. When the euro did this move, that's when gold just ripped. So everything's connected. These machines, the fund flows knows that, and it exploded. So you got to trade around. I mean, we bought calls here, traded up 13.20, took those off, right back down. I bought the full contracts right into the low on that the bottom of the risk range there, 1308. 1309. I guess I paid. I'll take the full contract off as we trade back up into the teens, and then stay long the minis, right? So I mean, look at that. We bought here, sold at 1320, right back down, rebought 1309. This is what I mean. You got to trade around this stuff. We can have a core view, but it's not helpful to say, well, I'm bearish on the U.S. economy and short it every single day and not trade around the risk range. You get absolutely crushed the last 2 months. So that's why we continue to play the Dow on the long side, near term, intermediate term, and then I'm playing it smarter with things like VIX calls that are going to explode if and when this rolls over. And then don't get me wrong, when the near term changes and the intermediate term we start making lower lows, I'll be short. I don't know if I'll express my short via the Dow. Those topping tails are interesting. But we sold some NASDAQ today. I mean, believe me, I'm going to be short equities, day trade, intermediate term, and long term when this rolls over. And then I'll already have the VIX stuff on. We'll be looking to add the VIX futures. So still very much a bear as far as global macro, as far as risk off. I like treasuries, or we like gold. But you got to be patient with stocks as a different animal, especially on the U.S. side. All of this, the last 2 months, all these trades have been on the long side of the Dow. So some guys that do a great job calling the big picture global macro, but they only want to short stocks because that's in line with their view. We don't trade like that. I want to have a bigger picture view, but when the intermediate term in our model is a little bit more fractal with more frequent timing cycles and entries and exits and trend following, that there's a lot of longs to be played here while you're slowly putting out your higher time frame shorts. And there's an art to that. There's an art to the size, whether you're using puts, whether you're, again, I'm playing Dow long and haven't sold the NASDAQ other than maybe 3 times on this whole rally, and sold it twice here. Today was the 3rd time. Nice topping tail today, right in the 200. I think we're getting close. I think we're getting close to a turn. I mean, at least a multi-week down move. We haven't had much more than 2 days down, then right back up, which is really tough to trade when it's just a one-way in-your-face move, especially with the bears. So this has been a challenging move for the bears. That's why I'm trying to help here with doing these videos and just letting you guys know there's plenty of near-term stuff to do intraday on the long side with this relentless bid. I mean, I bought 1, 2, 3 times today. No, 4 times this morning. No, 3 times I bought this morning. Sold pretty much near the high. Rebought. Sold again really well. Almost bought in the close, and I had too much other stuff to do. I was trying to tell myself to relax. But that's the game plan. If and when this starts to roll over, you're going to know I'm going to get much more aggressive and loud about being long the VIX and short and rallies. We started to feel that a little bit last week. And stuff starts to move pretty in a hurry. Risk happens slowly, then all at once. So I like these topping tails. I'll touch base with you guys in the morning. I just wanted to do a recap for everybody that maybe on the West Coast or I was having internet troubles before. So I hope that helps, guys. Talk to you in the morning.